I think this is very inhumane to let the maid to sleep in the bomb shelter. I don't think it will have proper ventilation.
I think using the bomb shelter or laundry room as a maid's room is okay because some people just do not have an extra room to be able to help give to the helper or the maid.
Singapore's demand for caregiving trained domestic helpers is rising. Today, the property industry is marketing more bomb shelters, originally emergency spaces in HDB flats, as maid rooms. Yet, these small windowless rooms often struggle to fit even a bed, leaving minimal space for personal comfort. Rise speaks to Singaporeans and helpers about just how livable these spaces really are.
I have a live-in helper with me. She stays in the utility room by herself. I think this is quite common for older condos or HDB with a bomb shelter because in Singapore there's limited space for the household. I think to be pragmatic, right, is there an alternative?
The bomb shelter should be served as the bomb shelter. My friend who has helpers, normally they'll sleep in the normal bedroom. If they are caretakers, right, they'll stay with the person that they are taking care of. For example, the babies or the elderly folks.
In my case, I stay at a bomb shelter because not enough rooms for me. So I decided that why not I just furnish a room myself and sleep inside. So I think it's okay if it's furnished well enough. Just gotta work on the ventilation. I would love to have a room to be able to have my own space, but sometimes can't help it. All rooms are taken.
I feel for me it's not good. My employer said you cannot touch there, you cannot go inside there because the bomb shelter room cannot go in so long.
For me, it's not okay because I came here to physically fit at work. I want also my room to very comfortable to rest, so I can do my work properly the next day. I have a lot of friends also. They're complaining about their employers that they don't have enough food, they don't have enough rest.
I did try before. Last time when I have two helpers and there was only one utility room, I asked the other helpers to stay in the bigger room. Both of them were fighting to stay in the smaller room because I think they felt shy as well.
So do you think that these utility room or bomb shelters provide enough comfort for long-term living?
Minimum, you must have a wall fan to help ventilate and the door has to be opened. If privacy is an issue, maybe you have this small curtain or cloth covering.
Privacy is very important. We have our own bed. We can put also our things like cabinets. We're not asking for the big one. We're asking for comfortable that we can rest after our work.
Actually, I have my friend. She sleep at living room. She tell me not enough for rest because if she finish already, but the employer still at living room, so she cannot sleep early. So she always sleep late.
There are some cases where it's really bad. They just put a tilam on the floor and there's a bunch of boxes towering above them. It's also a safety issue. These items can just fall on them. So I feel that if people put the proper care into furnishing the space, I think helpers will find that space okay. But definitely if you could give them a room, give them a room because bomb shelter is quite small. It's only, I think the Sengkang ones are 2 by 1 meter at most, and I think that's the biggest it gets. Other places just get smaller and smaller, especially in the newer estates.
I would tell people who ask the helpers to sleep in the bomb shelter, why not they try for themselves first? If they can survive, okay lor. I mean, even if I stay in a 3-room flat, if I decided to have a maid, or helper, I'll make sure that there are proper place to sleep.
If you have the money to hire a helper, you should be able to provide the helper with the right amenities and the right place to stay. I've seen some of my friends who have helpers, the only spare room they have is a storeroom, but then they make sure that there's no extra stuff in the storeroom. Then it actually becomes a big enough room that is similar to a normal bedroom.
Maybe they are thinking that our work is very easy, but actually it's very hard. I hope all employers out there can hear what we want to say. We look after your family and we care all of your family members also. We respect you and you can also respect us.
I told my helper, as long as she finishes her job, she can do whatever she wants. So evening, she can also bring the dog out for a dog walk as well when she wants to. We cannot help them to reunite with a family, maybe only after once every 2 years, which is quite poor thing. But if you let them have access to internet, they might be able to reconnect with their family and they might feel more happy. You want your employee to feel good, then they will do well or take care of their family as well. So do treat them like a normal human being or even a fellow colleague or even a younger brother, sister.
Sometimes I hang out with my friends and then you see a bunch of helpers during the weekends. And then there are some comments where I hear where they will say, oh, it's them again, or they're making a ruckus. Just let them live. They're coming here to help our economy. They are just here to help out. They have no ill intent at all. I think as much as possible, try to integrate them with our community.